Welcome back to Big Opinions Podcast, the podcast that honestly has everything you could ever want. It's short, it's fun, it's silly. It's basically my roommate from college, except it doesn't have a drinking problem. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good wisecrack to start off.
Thank you. We're going to keep it light today.
Yes.
We talked. We're going to keep it light. I think we've been getting a little too deep the last few episodes about, big pharma, big sugar,
Yeah.
big celeb.
Yeah.
And I actually removed one of my big opinions because it was a little too deep. I think Diddy was going to get brought up.
Yeah, we don't need to get into the Diddy.
We don't need to get in the Diddy of it all. So you're fresh. You're fresh home.
I am.
Did you have a successful trip?
Successful trip. Yes. Made it home, which is even better.
Oh God, I would hope so.
Well, it's good to get home.
Yeah. You were up and at 'em this morning. You were an hour ahead of us, which means you were getting up at 3:00
Central time. Yeah.
Wild. That's the middle of the night. That's the witching hour. That's when the ghosts come out and the drones come out and all that. So that's good. What's new from the last time we chatted on here? We have a new president.
We do have a new president. That's a big one.
That is a big one. Did you watch any? Were you home that night?
Yes, we watched the college football national championship.
Oh, we didn't watch any of the inauguration
No.
stuff.
That usually happened more during the day. Like there was like the galas and balls or whatever that night.
Rascal Flatts played at night.
I'll be damned.
Life is a highway.
I was trying to think of a song to put a pun in there, and I couldn't find it.
Remember when, it was way back when you and I first started doing this, I was singing a song, and it was Me and My Gang, and it was by Rascal Flatts.
Yes.
Oh, wait, no.
We live, we ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Full circle moment.
Rascal Flatts is the...
Did you like Rascal Flatts?
No, I was never
You
a big
didn't?
Rascal Flatts fan.
Oh, no, I liked the Flats, the Rascal Flats. Rascal, isn't that a funny name? Like
Well, I want to know the story on how they figured out what their name was going to be.
I was listening to a podcast,
interesting.
and the woman thought that it was one guy, and she thought his name was Rascal.
Yeah.
That's some like West Virginia backwoods bullshit.
Then they throw the flats in there because it just sounds good.
Come on, Rascal. No, that's his last name. That's what she thought. Flats.
You know, most of those stars have like, it's maybe their right first name, but then they use their middle name or throw in a different random
How
name.
about that guy we went to college with? He was like a big stud football player. Well, he thought it was a stud, and then he's doing it actively right now. He changed his name. I don't know if we want to call it out.
No,
He'd probably come whoop your ass.
Yeah, you probably.
But he's not built like he was. I mean, he's like a scrawny little country singer now.
Oh, yeah. He used his middle name and added an S.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild. My big opinion was going to be that we need to stop with celebrities. Like we need to stop. We need to shut it down because they're too far up their own asses.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's kind of it. But I get it. Like for actors, sometimes when they go and try to get their SAG card, if their name is too much like someone else's or if it's too plain or too it, then they'll suggest that they get a new name.
Yes.
So maybe that's the same way with music.
With
I don't know.
Country stars.
With country stars. But what else is going on around here? There is a rumor going on right now. Okay, are you ready for this? There is a rumor, a big rumor, that President Obama, speaking of presidents, has cheated on his partner.
Thank you.
And is having an affair with, just guess, any name. You're never going to guess.
Then why would I guess? Nancy Pelosi.
No.
Oh, Oprah.
No. Why'd you say that? Because she's black?
No, just because I could see Oprah. I mean, she's not. Is she even married? Like, she's had what's his name, Stedman, for how long?
I would not have come up with his name. I would never.
I was searching. The gears were turning. Really
not
quick.
in a million years. If you put a gun to my head, I would never have come up with Stedman.
Stedman is. I don't know if it's the first name or the last name, but
I think it's his
first name.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like what? It's like the Barefoot Contessa with Jeffrey. I wonder what Jeffrey's doing. Anyway, no, Jennifer Aniston.
What?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Literally, huge rumor. It's all over the internet.
No way.
Yes.
No.
It's a rumor. I'm not saying it's true. Why? Why? Why are you reacting that way? Why? She would never, he would never, or they would never.
I don't think they would never. That's just an odd combo.
Believe me when I say I would eat that shit up. I would slurp it up with a spoon, with a straw.
Wouldn't want to be Jennifer Aniston's personal chef.
I don't get it.
The one that mysteriously passed away in the Obama's property was their chef.
You know, multiple chefs, presidential chefs have died mysteriously.
They know,
Multiple.
Here we are getting deep. They know too much.
That's wild.
It is wild.
Yeah, they're feeding them like baby blood or some shit. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Here we go, folks.
I don't believe in Pizzagate. I don't.
Right down
I don't believe in it. I don't.
the rabbit holes.
I don't. So that's a huge rumor. I cannot wait to see what comes of that. I mean, I'm sure it's nothing but she shut off her Instagram comments. I'm just saying, where there's smoke, there's fire.
What's
Where
Michelle think?
I don't know. I don't know if anyone's asked Michelle. Supposedly, like maybe, and then there's this other spin on it, saying like maybe they didn't cheat, but they've been living separate lives anyway. Because she didn't go to Jimmy Carter's funeral. Michelle didn't. She didn't go to the inauguration, and I feel like you don't just not go to those things just because you don't like the new president coming in. Because Hillary was there. If Hillary can make it,
and so was Beale.
Who?
Beale.
Oh, Beale, you son of a bitch. Yeah. So I don't know.
Did you see that he was ogling, I don't know, whoever he was looking at.
Jeff Bezos' fiance?
That's what it was, yes.
No,
and
that was Zuckerberg.
No, there's a video I saw, and I don't know where it was from, but Bill was staring at a woman that was walking by, and Hillary looks up at him and just stares at him for, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 seconds, and just goes, "Huh, I'll be darned," or says something.
He is a dog. You can't take the dog out of him.
No, you can't. He's got that dog in him.
He's got that dog in him, and he just wants a bone. You know what I mean, Bill? Bill, you son of a bitch, Bill. Absolutely crazy. The inauguration, so much went on. But Jeff Bezos' fiance, Lauren, what's her name? I want to say Sanchez, but I don't think that's right. What the hell was she wearing?
I don't think she missed the dress code memo.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. That's crazy to show up in that. It's a bra. Actually, I think there's a big opinion about it, so we will get to that later. I was thinking today I was going to post a reel on my Instagram because Instagram's kind of changing their algorithm now with this TikTok thing. So that's another thing we missed. TikTok did go away for 12 hours. It came back. I think my tinfoil hat thinks that they did like an update. I think Meta probably bought it. I think some funny business went on behind the scenes, and now it's back. Although Instagram is now changing their algorithm too. Anyway, so I've just been posting more just to kind of like see.
Okay.
I have a reach of 3.5 million people right now
on
my Instagram.
Wow.
Because of that doll video that I made with the eye.
Oh, Millie.
So anyway, where was I going with this? Oh, so I was going to post a video about, because there's this trend going on. It's like, that's the way I like it. And so the whole thing was going to be, why did you move to BFE? Bumfuck Egypt.
Yep.
Is that offensive?
No.
I Googled it. It is offensive. No, it's offensive.
Well, learn me today.
So can you imagine? Because now I did grow up in a small, sheltered.
Very small town.
Very small, very sheltered. Where when I went to college, I had a couple of reality checks, big ones.
Would you like to share?
No. No. No, I would not.
Okay.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like to the point where I was like, oh my God. And I did a lot of learning, and I'm still learning. Learning is an everyday thing for me. It should be for everybody. But woo boy, did I have a lot to learn. So anyway, BFE it's just always been in like my vernacular. It's always been part of my vocabulary.
Yep.
And yeah, I think it is offensive. And I really had to stop and think. So
did you like Google this, or is this?
Yeah, of course I Googled it.
Okay.
But that's all. That's just, I mean, right now there are so many words coming back in to popular vocabulary that
Bringing it back.
even a year ago would not have been okay to say.
100% right.
And I just can't. Like a couple of them I just can't say. Without feeling extremely uncomfortable. And like, not that I would want to.
It's the guilt.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
guilt. Not that I would want to, because I have done a lot of learning. Trust me, I said those words. Oh, yeah. I was probably the president of the saying those words club. Some of them, not the bad ones, not the bad ones. I never have said the bad ones, and I never would. However, some of like the ones that just aren't great, I can't. Even if I try,
Yeah.
it's hard. It's difficult.
Well, that's good. You don't
I
have
guess
to
it's
incorporate
I
them
guess
into
it's
your-
good, but it's
into
kind
your
of like
language.
it's my job to stay up on the trend. So am I supposed to be saying these words?
But just throw that in some marketing stuff.
Your competitor is
Well, I do have that picture on my phone of the old Kiwanis folks asking for money that I keep, and
why do you keep that?
unfortunately to get a
You
good
clearly
job.
haven't done a lot of learning. You had that phone. You've had that on your phone since last year. So when that word was on the
Probably longer than a year ago.
on the outs, you were
Yeah.
still saying it.
I didn't say I was saying it. I got a good chuckle.
Maybe
out of
you're
it,
just
though.
ahead of your time.
I am. I'm ahead of the trend. I'm the leader.
Yeah, you are. I don't know. It's just kind of funny what's going on. I don't know if it's funny.
This is terrible.
I haven't said anything.
I know. Neither have I.
It's just kind of
But
curious.
if you want to look up the Kiwanis picture of the two gentlemen standing in yellow aprons,
it's terrible.
it is bad. It's bad. But I don't know.
But back then, that's just what they said.
Yeah.
People are going to be so...
even us growing up. That's what.
Oh,
was
yeah.
said
That's what I'm saying.
in school, and nobody reprimanded
If you
for any
slighted
of
me
that.
in any way, you're getting called a name.
Yeah. Oh boy.
And it's like, it's comparable to like, I was the college girl drinking, Four Loko or the mixed drink out of the bathtub. And now I literally check my labels to make sure there's not red dye 40
Yeah.
when I drink. It's the same. Like I was the person saying these words, and now it's like it makes me extremely uncomfortable to hear it, to say it, to see it, any of it. But anyway, that's all to say. BFE is offensive.
Okay. Noted.
The next time you're going to say it. I mean, you know. Okay.
Know
one
your
more.
audience.
Yeah. With anything, know your audience.
Absolutely.
Really funny. So we have a first grader, and I was helping him with his homework last night. And we got down to the bottom, and the last question on the homework was, how many pillows are in your house?
Oh.
Which, I get it. It's kind of just a question to make them get off their butts and go, So Hayes counted 38 pillows in our house.
Okay.
Seems low to me, but he did the work,
Yeah.
He did. He came down here and he went in our room. So anyway, I've been volunteering at the school, and today I was helping some kids with their homework, and it was the same worksheet.
Yeah.
And so I'm having to ask these kids, like, so how many pillows are in your house? And they're like, well, I've got like 2 on my bed. So it's my job to
Encourage them to
encourage
think
them
outside
to think
of their
outside
bed.
the box. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, how many like are in your living room? They're like, I don't know, like 6. I'm like, okay, what other rooms? Like, how many pillows are in your mom and dad's room?
I'm not allowed in there.
And that's a weird question to ask.
Yeah.
And I just hope that none of these kids go home and like, there's this weird lady at school, and she asked me how many pillows are in you and daddy's room.
Well, hopefully they can read, because it's first grade.
They didn't bring the worksheet home. I helped them with it.
I know, but I'm talking about the kids. Like when you're,
I know,
walking them
but
through the question.
they're 6 or 7.
Yeah.
They leave context out most of the time.
True.
So I've been overthinking that. I should save that for my other podcast, but really I've been thinking about that all day. How many pillows are in your house? Weird question.
It is. Odd one to be on a first grade piece of homework.
Yeah. It's like,
Get up out of your chair and start counting.
how many forks long is your couch? That was another weird one.
Yeah.
Weird one.
We had the how many spoons long as your sink
How
the other day.
many spoons long is your bed? And
Yeah.
it's like, I don't want my kids taking their spoons into their bedroom,
Well,
because those spoons are never going to leave the bedroom.
Teaching them the trade, and let's get them out a tape measure, by God.
Would love that.
Yeah.
Would
How
love that.
long
Because,
is your bed?
I'll be honest, I have a really hard time reading a tape measure.
I know.
It's
There's
like,
tons of people.
I don't know. Like when someone says like 8/10, it's like, what is that?
8/10 is
That's like
4
more.
fifths.
That's more of a
But
A rain gauge.
that's not on the tape.
But a rain gauge. I've heard 8/10.
Yeah.
Like, what's that mean?
So it's like you're 0.8 of an inch. So like 0.8 inches of rain.
Yeah. Why don't you just say, like, I get what
Yeah,
it
it's
means,
0.8.
and I know. I would
I
just
think
say
it's an
like,
old farmer thing. I don't know. I'd be
because
interested.
I hate it when people are like 8/10. I'm like, ooh, that's pretty much an inch. Like, I don't know why we're doing that.
Just call it an inch.
Let's just call it what it is. It's just about an inch.
Us guys do that.
Yeah. Well, so and so said we got 8/10. Oh, you almost got an inch.
Mm-hmm. But then once it gets over an inch, then it's always an inch and a quarter. Or
That's
inch.
when you say we just got a bit over an inch of rain.
Yeah. It's like the fine line.
I can't stand it. It's like the corn isn't going to grow any better if you got 8/10 or an inch.
What about those other 2/10? Be some good ground moisture.
But we're talking of an inch.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy.
But it's all. I wonder why precipitation is measured in inches.
Right.
It's odd.
Right. I thought we weren't
How
going to go
many-
deep, but we're so deep
this
right
is
now.
this is light. It's light though. Like how many gallons of rain did we get, or how many
No.
ounces of rain,
Yeah.
or like every other liquid measure is not in inches by any means.
Don't you suppose it's... Wow.
Because snow, I understand, because you can measure the pile height of the snow.
Well, I'm thinking
But-
topsoil. Like, you get an inch, and so then how much would an inch go? Like, how... Yeah.
But I'm
Right,
pretty
because
sure
it
when you
doesn't
get
matter.
an inch of rain, it doesn't go an inch into the soil.
No, I know. So, like,
Yeah.
what's the inch equivalent to how much it goes,
Oh.
to how much it hydrates? And we need to look this up.
We should.
Holy crap. Okay, I'm going to look it up. Rain is measured in inches because it's easier to measure the height of rain than its volume. Rain gauges are calibrated to measure the depth of rain, which is reported in inches. Rain gauges are cylinders with funnels that catch the rain. The amount of rain that falls is measured by the height of the water in the cylinder. Rain gauges are calibrated so that 1/10 of an inch of rain measures 1 inch inside the cylinder. What?
Oh, it depends on what range gauge you have too.
Once the height of the rain is measured, the volume can be calculated. The depth of the rain reflects how high the water would be if it didn't soak into the ground or run off.
Okay, so like snow.
The amount of rain that falls is usually reported for a day, week, month, or season. Okay, wait. I need to go back to the rain gauges are calibrated so that 1/10 of an inch of rain measures 1 inch inside the cylinder. Is my brain...
That's not true with ours. I could probably go and throw a tape on that one, and it's not.
Okay. So anyway, there you have it, folks. So if by this explanation, then you would need to be very specific when you say 0.8 of an inch.
Yeah,
Because it could be, that is it's a bigger difference.
it is.
Wow.
Here we are.
That's crazy. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else I need to yap about. Oh, your kids have been saying mom jokes, your mom jokes.
I'm excited to hear some.
Yeah. They've been saying them to each other. And I had to explain, like, I'm your mom.
Yeah, they share the same mom.
I'm your mom, and I'm also your mom. So anytime you talk about your mom, you're talking about me.
This mom.
Me.
Yeah.
And so then I got in on it, and I told them a your mom joke. But I can't tell anymore because they are excited. We have, like, this 3-person joke.
I'm ready.
Okay. Are you ready to share your big opinion as well?
Sure.
Okay.
So, like you noted, I got back from a work trip, my first flight of the year,
Oh.
and things haven't changed from a people perspective. It's just been one of those pet peeves I've always had. But the people that unbuckle their seatbelt before they the thing goes off, like the seatbelt thing, it's just annoying. And then also the folks that stand upright when you get there. And then most importantly, the folks that just airport or airplane, even airport etiquette has gone by the wayside. But getting up and then hustling to the front, you get that occasionally, like just blowing by people in the seats, not following the unwritten rules of airplane exiting.
Yeah.
It just kind of bothers me. People got attitudes. You're flying. Everybody's trying to get somewhere. And you don't have that type of a connection. For example, on my way out, we got to the gate 20 minutes before we were supposed to scheduled, and there were people trying to fly to the front like they were going to miss a connection. So it's not a huge opinion, but it's just kind of a little bit of a pet peeve.
Where'd the manners go?
We need to figure out, and especially in this time of the year when there's delays and everything else with the snow that was going on down south, they don't know how to handle that. So there was delays, cancellations. It's not the people behind the desk's fault that the plane canceled or the weather happened. Give them a little break.
Yeah. I think something's happened with manners. They're gone.
Truly. I don't see a lot of people holding doors anymore either. That kind of bothers me.
Those doors are automatic. Most doors are automatic. Have you ever tried to hold an automatic door for someone? I did at Target once. It was really awkward.
Oh, like the one that like closes on its own too, like the handicap door?
Yeah.
That tries to pull it closed. Did it start pulling you?
No, I didn't get that far, but I was an idiot. It was like, oh God.
One of those things you didn't want to bring up, and here we are.
Yeah, I had to. I was sorry to always bring this up, but I was listening to the Two Guys Named Chris podcast. Did you listen to the one this week?
I didn't.
Chris Hassel was on an airplane. This guy got up as the plane was taxiing to the gate.
Yeah, I've had that.
And the flight attendant was like, sir, you have to sit down. He's like, no, I got to go. And he was sprinting to the bathroom. And she's like, if you don't stop, I'm going to have to tell the captain. The captain got on the intercom. He's like, if you don't stop, he stopped the plane He's like 20 feet from the gate. But I know the guy probably just had to go to the bathroom. But I was thinking, if I were a passenger and he was acting this way and he wasn't stopping and like, I would have gotten nervous. I would have gotten scared. Like, what's he going to go do? Pull a bomb out of his asshole in the bathroom and try to take us all? That would have really scared me. And he should have just said like his intentions at that point. But yeah, you're always hearing about people acting.
But what was 30 more seconds of holding it if you've already held it that long?
Oh, trust me. I had a recent experience where 30 seconds would have been life or death.
Death.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't even give me that.
I know,
when grandma is late for bingo, you gotta go.
It sucks. But there's sometimes that you gotta
clench your cheeks.
Yeah.
No. What if he would have shit all over the airplane?
Well, then that would have been bad too.
That would have been so embarrassing. And then the next flight would have been canceled / delayed because it's a human hat. Yeah, no.
Probably a hazmat team in there.
Yeah. Ugh, can you imagine? They had to park a whole flight because you shit your pants on an airplane.
That happened last year.
To who?
That
was like
guy was like walking down the aisle. It was an older guy.
Mm-hmm. You just never know what someone else is going through.
Nope, you don't.
The airplane thing, and you always hear about people's worst behaviors coming out in airports, and I just don't know what that's all about. Is it nerves? Is it they're going to be late for something? Like, why are people always acting crazy? Is it the air quality in an airport? Are they pumping just steroids through the
crazy
what's going
pills
on?
through it? Yeah, I don't know.
Nuts.
No, it's quite something.
I think manners are gone, and I'm not trying to be negative, but I think manners have gone. I think people are just worried about themselves. I think people are going to be more just worried about themselves with this election, the way that it went and what we're doing. People are nuts. People are just losing it. They're being a negative. They're being selfish, which it's okay, be selfish, but they're just being just kind of nasty.
Nasty girls.
I think we need to make manners great again.
Nice.
Yeah. I won't be wearing a
Mama.
hat. Make manners.
Or wait.
No.
MAGA.
It's still MAGA. No.
MAGA.
MAGA. What? Make manners great again? Oh, that's kind of funny. Yeah, I don't really have a big opinion this week other than manners have disappeared, and I think that they should require a dress code for future inaugurations. So these hoes don't be showing up in their bralettes. That was absolutely ridiculous what she wore.
Zuckerberg liked it.
Yeah, Zuckerberg really liked that guy behind him was really liking it too. I don't know. Thick tits just they don't do it for me. It's like you've seen one, you've seen them all.
A pair of fake boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If you've seen because they're fake. So they're manufactured and they're meant to look pretty uniform. So you've seen them one, you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Yeah.
I don't know what the big deal about fake boobs is. I get the reason people might want them, like say they have small ones and they want to fill out their clothes better, like sure, self-expression, do whatever you want, but I don't get like what do you think when you see a pair of fake boobs?
I don't like them.
Oh, shut
Because
up.
well, they're fake, like you said. Like I mean, to your point, like I don't, but it's eye catching because right? So everybody's like, oh, bolt-ons or whatever, right?
Bolt-ons.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but it's like, okay, when a man sees a woman, ass man or boob man, you,
but
and why?
I don't know.
Walk me through that.
I don't know. It's just probably ingrained in your DNA somewhere.
Yeah. Big old dump truck.
Give
You
me
like
that
a big old dump truck ass.
truck.
But like, what about it?
I don't know.
Just tell me.
I don't know. I literally don't know.
A lot of female listeners on here.
Yeah.
So I need to know why, and I need to know if I need to start doing squats, like what
You
for.
don't. You've got a very nice butt.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. It's very substitute teacher.
Oh, get out
Long
of
khaki ass. That's what I have. I have a long butt, so I should. I'm looking at my exercise equipment right now. It's collecting a nice layer of dust at this point. Only 23 days into the new year, doing what it should be doing.
here. You don't have to start when everybody else
Just
starts.
yeah, I know, I agree. Tell me what goes through your mind when you see a nice butt. Like what? Just
You just notice it. You don't. Nothing goes through your mind. It's just
Okay.
like, oh,
that's
nice
a nice
butt.
one.
Yeah. It reminds me of the Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, check out the
Yeah, check out the. I don't remember what he says. Check out the rear
Must
end
work
on that
out.
one. Yeah, he must work
Yeah.
out. Is what he says.
That's funny. But, okay, so guys that are not like you and are like boob guys, what's the appeal? Is it like the cleavage?
I'm guessing they're probably the cleave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it because they want to stick their in there?
I don't know. That's we're going.
Right. Okay. I just don't know. I'm curious because women don't really have much to look at on guys. We're not looking below the belt.
No.
We're looking at
Unless
face.
they got gray sweatpants on.
And that's only one time and one time only have I ever enjoyed that. And it is a picture like your Kiwanis picture that I'd keep on my phone and go back to.
Wow.
It's not of you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
It's of Jennifer Aniston's ex-husband.
Yeah.
Justin Theroux. Is that his name?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, where was I going with this? Okay, so, can I tell you a funny story about fake boobs, bolt-ons, as you have so delicately described them? When I got my college job at Beaver Hills,
The hills.
one of my first days, my boss took me on a golf cart ride, and he drove me around, and he pointed out all the women with the fake boobs on the course. Those are fake. Those are fake. Those are fake. Those are fake.
So he's keeping a mental tally.
Yeah, he was a sick
And the
perv,
records.
but I love him. Still do to this day. He's the reason I like gin and tonics. He was in the biz. Like he was in the biz.
He
was
managed a golf course, and he managed it well.
and he managed it well. Love that man. Funnier than shit. One day I asked him why he did something. He's like, I don't know, because I'm a dumb piece of shit. Oh, God, that's funny. Okay. Should we take a peek at your big ones? As a reminder, the big one segment is a segment
Are we talking about opinions or boobs?
We're talking about opinions.
All right.
As a reminder, the big one segment is a segment we do each week where you can share your big ones or small or unpopular opinions with us, and then we'll talk about them. Okay, first up, big opinion. It should be illegal for reviews to include digs for shipping damage if the company fixed it. Yeah. I agree.
I was reading some Amazon reviews the other day, and that's truly, well, it showed up and it was broken, and they replaced it, and it seems to be working just fine. Like,
It's
okay,
like,
so
then what,
then
leave
why are
that
you giving it
out?
3 stars?
Oh, yeah. I
Like-
guess because it was fragile enough to break.
Yeah, but who knows? If it's especially going through like Amazon, how many warehouses has it been through? And
It's like the beginning of Ace Ventura.
yeah, I love that.
That's a scene that plays
Sounds
in my
broken.
head.
Or, I don't know.
Yeah.
Sounds fragile.
Sounds
or something.
I don't know. Dumb. We would watch that movie on repeat at my grandma's. The lawless land that was my grandma's living room during the 90s, when she would get all the new movies and the cousins would invite friends down to grandma's. We would just watch movies and eat all her Schwann's ice cream.
Yeah.
But we were just watching
Sounds
shit.
sounds like a perfect summer day.
It was truly perfect. Okay, big opinion. Not RSVPing to a wedding is so rude. Yeah, it is. Not RSVPing to a wedding is so rude. You are being invited to one of the biggest days, hopefully, of this person's life, and you can't say whether you're coming or not. And a lot of money is going into this event.
Yeah.
A lot of planning is going into this event. It's not just, even if it is like a fucking buffet, people have to plan. And for you not to RSVP is rude. You're being selfish.
Yes.
Knock it off. RSVP, this bride is losing her mind. She's having to deal with her future husband's family. Annoying. RSVP.
Yeah. We've got one to RSVP too as well.
We do?
Yeah.
Who?
Remembered that I think we got an invite. I know we got to save the date, but.
I didn't get an invite. Where'd you put it?
I don't know, probably in the bowl.
Why wouldn't you show it to me? Wedding invitations are the woman's job to open.
Okay.
From now on.
Okay.
Big opinion. Wedding invites are the woman's job to open. Big opinion. Jeff Bezos' fiance's no shirt yesterday. Bad choice. Agree.
Yeah, it was a bad choice.
It was a bad choice. She looked like a 2-cent hooker.
Yeah, you're at an event like that where everybody else is in tuxes and beautiful gowns and Melania looking like a...
Whatever. Melania looks sleek, and I don't care. Like, feel how you want to feel
The
about
hat was
her.
badass. It looked like she was going to fuck some shit up.
It looked like she was going to assassinate somebody.
Yeah. And then Barron taking shots at Joe as he walked by.
What did he do? What? No.
Yeah, there was a video.
He's a child.
Barron said something to Joe, which who knows?
There's no way.
Who knows what
that's
Joe heard, and
true.
his voice or his face changed from smiling to like a stern look.
He probably just was trying to like think about what he said.
Yeah, it's probably
You can't bring the kid into it. You cannot bring the kid into it.
He's going into real estate at 18. He's gonna.
Is he 18?
Yep.
Anyway, you get invited to something, and you dress for the job you want. And if you want to be known as the lady who dressed like that at the presidential inauguration, then I guess
That's what she did. Decision
she
she
needs to
made.
get her lips.
Let's just judge her appearance.
Yeah, of course. I'm on it. We did it, Joe. Big opinion. People should give you the time to do something well and to do it right. No, totally. I think this is more about work. And when you're given an assignment, if you want the assignment or project done right, then you need to be given the timeline to complete it in the correct time. I agree with that. I had a work project this week that almost put me in an early grave. I'm just gonna say that. I thought I was stroking out every step of the way, and we're still about only 75% done. Stroking the fuck out.
75% further than you were when you started, though.
Thank God. But I think I just my eyes read something, my brain interpreted it a completely different way.
Yeah, that happens.
Multiple times. It was a dark place. It was pretty dark. That's really all we have time for today. Thank you so much for listening to a nice little short episode of Big Opinions Podcast. We'll be back next week. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if Jeff's going to be back next week.
I'll be, yeah.
What?
I don't know when we'll do it.
Oh, yeah. So.
Solo episode.
You know how I like it. You know how I like it. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to Big Opinions Podcast. Big Opinions is produced by me, Mackenzie Edie. Please follow, rate, and review this show if you like it. If you have big ones you want to share, just send them over to @Big Opinions Podcast on Instagram. Thank you again, and in my opinion, you're the best.